Grândola Vila Morena, terra da fraternidade, o povo é que mais ordena dentro de ti, ó cidade.
Millions of people around the world recognize this song, Grândola, the anthem of the Portuguese Revolution. What few people know is that Grândola is a tribute to Cante, one of the most important musical traditions of Portugal.
Oh, minha mãe, oh, minha mãe, minha amada, quem tenho, mamãe tem tudo. Quem não tem mãe não tem nada. Quem não tem mãe não tem nada. Oh, minha mãe, oh, minha
Alentejo, south of Portugal. Most of the men gathered in this tavern work in agriculture. Others are miners, bakers, mechanics, civil servants. But all of them sing polyphonic songs in exactly the same way their ancestors did. This is Cante. This kind of music forms part of the Alentejo's common heritage. There are hundreds of such songs that everyone in the Alentejo sings, even without knowing who wrote them. Today, these songs, known as modas, belong to everyone. They're one of the Alentejo's and Portugal's most precious treasures.
O cantar alentejano começou no trabalho da agricultura. A gente ia para o trabalho, os jovens aprendíamos com os homens mais velhos.
E não consigo estar um dia sem cantar. Não consigo. Nasce comigo, isto é meu. Pronto. Eu não sei, não. Eu por vezes estou triste, mas canto.
Oh, água que vai escorrendo mansamente vagarosa, passa lá ao meu jardim, passa lá ao meu jardim, rega-me lá uma rosa. Linda rosa, tu não vais ao meu jardim sem eu ir.
The origins of Cante are not easy to determine. Arabic, Christian, Jewish? The lyrics speak about the flat, dry and hot land of Alentejo, the work in the fields, the local saints, and of course, about love. But in the music, even when it celebrates Christianity, we can feel the influence of the Arabs who remained in Alentejo for over 500 years.
Adeus, malvas, adeus, malvas, adeus, malvas do Rocio, adeus, malvas.
the start of the 20th century, some groups, also called ranchos, began organising this informal singing in every village, with local choirs and regular rehearsals. The dictatorship that lasted in Portugal for about 50 years made every effort to promote the male groups as good examples of national folklore. They organised contests between them, judging not only the singing, but also the costumes. Government propaganda insisted that these groups be dressed as typical Alentejo workers, or as domingueiros, with bourgeois Sunday clothes. Running counter to this policy was the Alentejanos' ability to come up with lyrics about the hardship, hunger and persecution they endured under the dictatorship. When poverty drove many of the Alentejo people to migrate to the industrial suburbs of Lisbon, similar groups started popping up around the capital, proving wherever Alentejanos may go, Cante is part of their identity.
Fui colher uma romã, estava madura no ramo, e fui encontrar no jardim.
Today the choirs are not exclusively all male. Sometimes they're mixed, or all female, just as it was a century ago when both men and women would sing as they worked, side by side. The key elements that make Cante unique polyphonic music are the two soloists and the choir. The person who starts the song is always the ponto, someone with perfect pitch, followed by the alto, a higher and more colourful voice. And then finally the choir joins in, giving expression to the Alentejo's collective voice. Cante is also rooted in the religious calendar. Believers or non-believers, the singers are proud to perform the traditional Alentejo songs for Christmas and the wise men.
Ainda não estão bem abertas, que nasceu o Deus menino, vou-lhe dar as boas festas.
Vou começar sozinho, já sabe. Vamos lá sim, vá.
Vamos lá saindo por esses campos fora. E amanhã bem-vindo dos lados da aurora, dos lados da aurora. E amanhã bem-vindo por esses campos fora.
Cante is now learnt at school, but it's still a family tradition handed down from generation to generation.
Vamos lá saindo por esses campos fora, amanhã bem-vindo dos lados da aurora, dos lados da aurora, e amanhã bem-vindo.